our last time out for... This is Ben, you know Ben?
Yeah.
This is our last time out, probably, for Phil Crimbo.
Yeah, at least by the looks of things. But, yeah, it's not going to be a great month, I don't think, for golfers, but needs must at the moment.
So we're just going to play a few holes. I'm not playing, Ben's playing, and then we're going to make some videos. I think people get fed up with me recording this footage. So first hole on the badminton. Moist. Very moist. So,
I've got to get all my stuff together.
What club are you thinking to tee off with?
I have no idea, but obviously the tees are quite far forward, so
yeah. So the tees are.
I don't lay out very often. So
good boy.
201.
201. What are we thinking? Club selection?
I'm gonna go 4-iron, I think.
Okay.
Or yeah, I'm gonna go 4-iron, and if I'm in the bunker, sure, I'm pretty confident out of the bunker, so I'm not really that worried.
Okay. 201. 4-iron, slightly right to left, so that works in our favour with where that flag is.
Aim over the right side. Behind me.
Yeah.
Hook.
Okay. So we're just making sure you're lining up. So you're literally going to be aiming. In your head, going to be feel like you're aiming at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So we've just hit that 4-iron, 180 into wind, probably.
Yeah, into quite a stiff breeze actually.
But it didn't look like it was breezy at all. And now we're kind of up near the green. The flag is now puffing away.
Very windy.
So what's the thought here? What club selection?
60 degree.
60 degree.
And
going straight at it, or?
I'm going to aim straight at it, but a bit longer.
Okay.
Because I don't mind it being past the flag because there's a load of room to work with.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Yeah, so we're going long at the flag.
Just clean in place?
Clean in place, yep. That's on it. Oh, Ben has just absolutely pulled one out of the...
The wind that held that up again.
Nice shot.
Oh.
Nice work, Ben.
Thank you.
Gosh. So you can batter it and have the touch of an angel.
Oh yeah.
Is that the saviness in you?
My Spanish hands, is that what they say? Spanish
Espanol hands.
Not even Spanish. Glove off.
Okay.
When I putt, because I never used to.
What made you decide that you're going to play?
Just so I can kind of reset a little bit, not even for feel, so I can reset my clock, my body, not body clock, but you know, like the routine, just so I can kind of think about it a little bit more rather than just having a glove on, picking up my ball, marking it, not even lining it up, but marking it, think about it a little bit more, put the ball down, just slows me down, because if you notice, I'm a bit quick. And I like to play really quickly, but
when did you start doing that then?
Probably about 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay, and notice the difference?
Yeah, a lot.
Really?
A lot. My scores have dropped loads. My putts have become a lot better, he says, just before.
No, don't say that.
About to hit this one.
Okay. That's been quite an interesting subject, working with Tom and speaking with Ollie Leet a little bit with this argument of lining up and visually seeing it.
I can't. If I could putt with an all-white ball, I would.
Oh, hello, sailor.
Okay.
Nice little free. So when was it? The start of this year or the end of last year? We had a chat and that we're working on trying to get you to 5 handicap. When was that?
It was just over a year ago now.
Oh wow!
But obviously we've had the big lockdown.
Yeah.
New lockdown coming. Some terrible winter last Christmas. Well, I think the course was closed a ridiculous amount of time. So playing golf was. I actually haven't played that much golf.
Yeah.
But
in the scheme of things, really.
In the grand scheme of things, yeah. So I was 9 at the start of the year. My handicap dropped down to 8, which was the lowest. But then we've just had all of our new world handicap system scores, and it's come out as a 6.4.
Whoop whoop!
So we're getting there, and I feel like I'm playing better golf as well.
Yeah.
So
well, having seen you hit some balls yesterday, just even if it was for 10 minutes, it visually looks more stable, and it visually looks like we're definitely repeatable.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel just slowing down just a touch and thinking about it a little bit more, and trying to hold the club a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Just encouraging me to have a nicer swing, but that's what we're going with at the moment. So now on this par 4 is the first drive of the day, so I am going to be using driver, even though sometimes it's probably a 3-wood hole, but because of the cold weather and the way the wind is off the left, it's helping me push around that corner a little bit already. What
have you noticed in terms of club selection? How many yards have we lost, considering, well, a month ago we were still nice and solid? And
so it's a bit of a weird one because I'm swinging a lot less as hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even a sentence, but yeah.
Totally make it sense.
I've lost about 10-15 yards on my normal shots anyway.
Yeah.
But from that, again, we're talking another 10 yards.
Okay.
So a 7-iron for me last year was about 190, 195.
Disgusting.
Where it's dropped down to about 175, and then probably a couple more yards again because of the cold weather. But I'm actually quite happy with that because it's way more controllable, and I'm finishing closer to the pin than I ever have.
So, and so we're doing a course lesson.
Yeah.
Where are you aiming?
So I hit normally a high fade. So I'll aim at the tree line on the left. So there's a big oak tree just down there on the left-hand side.
Okay, the one just.
Yeah. So I'll aim about 10-15 yards right of that, and then it'll fade round to the right, hopefully. But there's wind off the left as well, so maybe a little bit further left.
Okay. So all I would say is, at the moment, if you stand where I am stood and come back, see where the tees are aimed.
Yeah.
Just kind of get into the habit of a little bit of, yeah. So what I'd say is, at the moment,
actually, my line's that way rather than standing up to it over there like I was a minute ago.
Yeah. The further back you are, the more you can kind of see where the tee's pointing you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So first drive of the day, all I'm concentrating on is having a full swing.
Lovely.
So I kind of get a little bit stoppy, and then that's like get like a big slice if I get it a bit wrong.
Okay.
So it's just a full swing I'm concentrating on. Not necessarily a big hit,
yeah.
But just a nice smooth one.
So a good turn.
Yeah, good turn.
Just like that. Generally didn't even see where that finished.
Neither did I.
Okay, it's up there though, isn't it?
I hope so.
That's the tree we're aiming at. That's the tee back down there. Ben, what did you just say you did in summer?
There's a slope about 4 yards short of the green. I was on that slope in summer.
So this just proves a point. So Ben was up there. Disgusting. So you have probably, I know that we've reined it in a bit, but your tee shot is there now. So that just proves the difference what winter does to people's golf games.
Good 50-60 yards, isn't it, different? 60-70 yards I don't bother, I do it all by sight and feel. But on anything a bit further than that I need to know.
Okay.
For my head.
And what is it, just to confirm as like a caddy kind of thing?
So I'll think this now is probably about between 90 and 100 yards.
Okay.
That's my brain, but then what I actually look at sometimes vary on. That proves the point. 108 yards.
108 yards?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the wind doing? 108 yards, that's your baseline to start off with. What is the wind doing?
The wind's behind.
Yep.
But I also know that green feeds from left to right, so I'll aim a touch left of the flag.
Yep.
And I'll probably use a 50 degree, but not go after it 100% and see how we go from there. Out of the rough it won't spin too much either, but
exactly.
Soft greens, but we'll see.
Okay. So what yardage are you playing in your head?
Probably about 105.
Okay.
Just because I know it's going to stop.
Okay.
Well, I say no, it's going to stop. It's going to be stopped.
Yeah.
There we go. Practice swing in the mud. Oh dear me.
So is that a baddie that sometimes happens, or?
Every now and then, but
Okay.
I know why I do it. And it's basically just I'm dipping through, trying to attack the ball a little bit too much.
Yeah, and then you just decelerated and stopped almost. But that's kind of, there's sometimes when you get a number and we back off of it.
Yeah.
But you know technically what your bad one is, so we can kind of work on that over winter. So you've picked your club already, what you're going to use?
Well, it's the same from anything within 50 yards, it's always 60 degree for me.
Okay.
I know people tell me off, you should be using 56 or 50 or pitching wedge sometimes around the green. I just feel comfortable with the 60 degree.
Now, you've picked it up already. What, would you pick that up in summer before you check the lie, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay.
Just, it's a confidence thing, it's not.
Yeah.
I know I probably should explore a different club, but confidence for me is always 60 degree.
Yeah. If you can repeat it.
Actually, I'm going to put
In your head, how are you keeping this lower width for 60?
So, off the back foot, weight on my front foot, hands towards my left knee a little bit.
Okay.
And as I'm coming through, I'm trying to keep my hands really quiet rather than flipping them through.
Yeah, so how are you keeping your body moving a bit more?
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit more of a...
Love that.
One of those, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Almost like a putting stroke, but a little bit longer for me.
I always think this green's really hard, isn't it? So many slopes and bumps in it. But
Didn't hit it hard enough. I think it was the right play, I just did not hard enough.
so hit it harder or swing it longer?
Swing it long enough.
Yes.
Trying to get to land on that top tier anyway. Didn't.
This is one of the hardest greens out on this course though, isn't it? The badminton's never that easy to play from. How's your putting?
Pretty good, normally.
Yeah. You're allowed to say that, it's okay. It's not an arrogance thing, it's not a... You're allowed to say that.
I normally just get a quick look behind. I'm
Yep.
not the longest of putting routines. Have a little bit of a feel for it and give it a whack.
Okay.
I know that's not good golfing terminology, but bit of a misread.
It's okay.
Surprising how much of a slope that actually is.
It is a big slope. I think people underestimate that on this hole, how much it does move. And especially when a ball slows down. So
Yeah.
what you'll notice at the end, it took a massive leap at the end, but that's just because the ball was slowing down. Okay, so now that we're up the hill, we can have a chat.
Yeah.
So you were we've hit a shot about 8 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and that you didn't hit the shot that you wanted yet. You were talking about how livid. You were still probably over that putt thinking about it, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So
That's a big problem for me, as I don't... Once I've hit a bad shot, it stays with me for a fair few shots before I've hit a good one again, before I can kind of reset and go.
yeah. So it's the same. It's similar if I was to say. So let's say you're driving along, because I know you're still thinking about it, because I
Yeah.
can see your brain's all over the shot. So let's say you're driving along and someone cuts you up a month ago.
Yeah.
Would you still be thinking about that 3 days later?
No.
Okay. So the whole point of, and I know it's really hard for us to work on this, but I do think this is what we've got to work on over winter a little bit, is the having to let go scenario, because you've hit the shot, there is absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. We know it's a technical thing that we need to maybe work on, so we take that to one side, but if you are going to let this next shot be affected because of that, you may as well walk in now.
All right, I won't.